Any candidate at all who has not obtained that 25% of votes in Abuja ought not to be declared president-elect.
92% poverty. Those are the numbers coming out of Zamfara State. One of the highest as regards people impoverished in this country. Little or no, very little minimal development. But you are a man that lives in a lot of affluence and wealth. Even recently at a book launch, you gave 250 or close to 300 million naira to somebody at a book launch. A lot of people are saying, why didn't you spend a lot of effort in fixing your state and at least improving the poverty prospect when you were there? And what qualifies you now to want to be the Senate president?
In a second phase of what is trending, you're welcome to Nation's Voice Tower. My name is Angelo Himalayas, your usual anchor. This time around, this particular update, like the first update I'm going to give to you, is going to make you feel so amused. And after that part which you feel amused, then you will develop a sort of quick and permanent hate for some politicians that, especially those that are affected by the video I'm going to show you in a jiffy. Now, the truth remains that some politicians in Nigeria ascend these political seats and public offices with the sole aim of making profit, as well as with the sole aim of being famous and packing the state money to their own coffers instead of leaving it there at the state coffers. To this effect, I have a video that is going to undermine one of these politicians. I know somewhere, wherever he is right now, this politician is going to feel so ashamed and spiteful of himself, but this video wouldn't stop trending. Now, the truth remains that this video will continue to trend until maybe after this year, who knows. But I would urge you to make sure you make the video trend, yes, by liking it and sharing it to people in Nigeria and in diaspora. And also, make sure you subscribe to Nation's Voice Tower and make sure you tap the notification bell if you are an incoming subscriber or even an already existing subscriber, because these are the criteria YouTube uses to make our videos go viral. Now, former Zamfara State Governor Alhaji Abdulaziz Abulbakar Yari, who is also an aspirant for the Senate president under the All Progressive Congress, has been dragged out and put under fire today by famous Arise News presenter Oseni Rufai. The governor, who was asked his plans in an interview, his plans if made Senate president, couldn't defend himself and his government when he was asked why he left office with a whooping sum of 92% poverty rate in Zamfara State. This particular question got the governor running helter-skelter. I tell you what, this man was confused. At a point, he got very annoyed because he was feeling already undermined by Oseni Rufai. And trust Oseni Rufai, he refused to stop asking the questions. It was a very sorry and funny sight. Very humorous. Let me allow you watch it to give you a relief of humor, but to also show you that the polity has been dented. A sick polity, which we are trying to fix, is now coming up to still be graced by the same people who made it sick. We cannot make you Senate President Alhaji Yari. Let me allow you watch this video.
Assembly, but the same National Assembly.
I get that.
So I think it's a done deal.
I get that, Senator Yari. You want to be Senate President, but you were governor of Zamfara State. Yeah. That is still part of the poorest states in this country. 92% poverty. Those are the numbers coming out of Zamfara State. One of the highest as regards people impoverished in this country. Little or no, very little minimal development. But you are a man that lives in a lot of affluence and wealth. Even recently at a book launch, you gave 250 or close to 300 million naira to somebody at a book launch. A lot of people are saying, why didn't you spend a lot of effort in fixing your state and at least improving the poverty prospect when you were there? And what qualifies you now to want to be the Senate president?
What does Zamfara State have to do with the Senate president?
Your hitherto record.
And this one you are talking about.
That's what it is. Your record.
What does that?
Your record.
Excuse me. What does that? Excuse me.
Mr. Yari, that's the record you'll be judged by. That's the record you'll be judged by. That's your record.
Excuse me. What does that happen? Before me, how many governors governed Zamfara State?
So what did you do to change it?
Am I the first governor in Zamfara State?
So what did you do to change it in your time? Because that's your record.
I'm not. I'm not. It's a record that I'm a governor, yes? And I have done my best when I'm there. And the issue of poverty is all over the northern part of the country. You know it. So it's not the one that can make a magic. And by the way, in total Nigeria, how many percentage in object poverty? How many total?
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Nation's Voice Tower. That's quite funny. I can't stop laughing. But the truth remains that Oseni Rufai was trying to make the former governor understand the reasons why he needed to answer that question. Because if you were a governor for a particular regime or a duration of like 4 years, if not more, and then you left office with a whooping 92% level of poverty in your state, that outrightly makes it worse than you met it, okay? You should be questioned, and you should not by intention hold any public office anymore in Nigeria, because we wonder the number of the population of Nigeria are going to impoverish when you hold or when giving a public office to wealth. So we are saying to former Governor Abdulaziz Abubakar Yari to please hold his peace as regards the Senate presidency, and then look for something that's so important to do, because outrightly 92% poverty in a state is almost telling us that Zamfara should be, if not the poorest state in Nigeria. So my take on that is Alhaji Yari should rest. Take a nap and rest. After all, you are governor and you need to rest from all the hectic occurrences that happened during your regime. That is that. Now to a very funny video. This particular one, I will call it a sort of happy video, because it's going to serve as a form of succor and hope to Nigerians. Yes, if you would recall, yesterday being Monday, some inhabitants of Abuja sued Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to court over the issue of him not being able to get 25% of legitimate votes in Abuja, which makes this particular part of the Constitution, 1999 Constitution as amended, so sacrosanct to his swearing in on the 29th of May. Yes, according to Section 135 of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria as amended, any presidential candidate emerging as the winner should not only win 2/3 of the 36 states, 25% votes in this, but he should also win Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, up to 25% of legitimate cast votes for him to be acknowledged as winner of the presidential election, of which Asiwaju didn't. Asiwaju got 19% during the just concluded presidential election. So these inhabitants of the FCT Abuja had a first court session, and then with respect to, of course, the petition tribunal going on and the 25% issue filed against Asiwaju. Okay, now, and as to why he shouldn't be the president, in as much as he didn't tick the 25% vote box as regards the Section 135 of the 1999 Constitution. So the council representing this group of people from Abuja has come out to speak, and what he said had fire, hope, and succor in it. I bet you what, all Nigerians are going to feel so interested to watch this particular video clip, because he's all saying what Nigerians want to really hear at this time, or at this point in time. Don't forget that the people in Abuja felt that Asiwaju cannot rule them if he did not become popular in the state by winning 25% of legitimate votes, not 19% as he got, or as opposed to what he got in the just concluded elections. Watch the council to the Abuja inhabitants tell us what the court said, or what they told the court.
Any candidate at all who has not obtained that 25% of votes in Abuja ought not to be declared president-elect. We want the court to acknowledge that the residents of Abuja have a right to either approve or reject of whoever will be president of the country, and who in that capacity will be like their governor, the one that regulates their daily lives, that approve of him, show that he has a level of acceptability amongst them with at least 25% of their votes, and therefore that any candidate at all who has not obtained that 25% of votes in Abuja ought not to be declared president-elect. And then we are also addressing the court with respect to the effect of such, because one of the major thing that has been afflicting this nation has been this fear of a vacuum being created if anybody announced by INEC is not sworn in by May 29th. There have been this belief that it will result in a vacuum and it will result in crisis. But we have brought it out to the court that the Constitution has envisaged such a situation. The Constitution has made provisions for that. Under Section 135, subsection 1, in the way and manner in which the Constitution creates the 4-year term of office, it has made it that it will not take effect unless and until you have a successor take the oath of office. So until a successor takes the oath of office, the president, being now Muhammadu Buhari, remains the president of Nigeria. The purpose of that provision is to guard the provisions of the Constitution regarding how somebody can emerge as duly elected. Without that provision, the Constitution will be in disarray. It means that anybody who manages, by whatever means, to have himself declared as winner.
Okay, welcome back. That was the particular video there. I hope you enjoyed what the council said. If really what the council said would be heard as one of the prayers in court as tabled by the inhabitants of Abuja, I will tell you outrightly that then 29th May is not sacrosanct. That is just the truth. I will tell you that 29th May swearing in for Asiwaju might not be sacrosanct, because if the court should listen to these prayers by these inhabitants, then Asiwaju and former Honorable Shetima should find places to hide their faces. Yes, next on my update list is about the Ohanaeze Ndigbo. Ohanaeze Ndigbo has dissociated itself from a move to be part of Asiwaju's inauguration, talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect, and Honorable Kashim Shetima, his vice president-elect. According to Sahara reporters, the Apex Igbo socio-cultural organization worldwide called Ohanaeze Ndigbo has refuted media reports that it would participate fully in the inauguration or forthcoming inauguration of the president-elect Bola Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu on the May 29th, 2023. Speaking to newsmen, one Okechukwu Isiguzoro, the spokesperson of a factional Ohanaeze Ndigbo, came out to confirm this and presumably indicated in his speech the truth or falsehood of the report. That is that. I hope you stay glued to Nation's Voice Tower and always wait for our notifications, or always make sure you keep an eye on Nation's Voice Tower, because we wouldn't back down from bringing you updates, political updates back to back. See you in my next update. Bye.